Hey, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in to One Touch Ministries. Pastor Shannon here, and I'm here to let you know that I am so super excited about today live. Is because we are continuing the last week of our Love and Family Month. And who do we have with us? None other than our daughter, sister, Cierra. Man, I'm telling you, grab your family, grab your children, let them listen in on today's broadcast. She's going to be sharing some information. We're going to be sharing our hearts as we have been doing all month long. Now, although right now we are live, but we are also watching live as well because this service was pre-recorded when we was out in Philadelphia, and she just wanted to be able to share a little bit of things. Listen, it wouldn't be Love and Family Month if we could include the children. So we want to make sure we do that. So we're going to jump into the service really quick with myself and my wife and Cierra. Then afterwards, I'm going to come back and give you some announcements. God bless.
Share with you, and your family, the love of Jesus Christ. So tune in, and we will grow together to increase our faith with God with One Touch Ministries. We're touching hearts and changing lives with One Touch Ministries. We're here for you right now.
God bless everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are One Touch Ministries, and this is our Love and Family Month.
Yay! Love and Family Month. And we are here with our lovely daughter by the name of, what name you go by today? I know that you're Cierra, but I don't know. Okay, I didn't know if you was busting up the CJ or not.
Oh yeah, she has this
Or the CC.
CC, Cierra, and then she has this new thing called CJ.
I don't have a new thing called CJ.
Well, I don't call her no daggone CJ.
Nobody calls you CJ?
Not anymore.
Her dad supposedly called her CJ.
Oh, I see.
Whatever.
Well, listen, we are here in Philadelphia.
Yes.
And we just had a wonderful, wonderful time. And we got a chance to spend some time together. Going,
It's the hair action behind us. Y'all have to understand, she has this very, very long ponytail.
Oh, yes.
And I was hitting it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you know words. That's awesome. Hey, listen, everybody. We want to talk about blended families here.
Yeah.
Because we are a blended family.
Yes, we are.
So Cierra is my daughter, but not by is it by nature or by natural? What is it by?
He is not her biological father.
There you go. Yes.
This is the stuff that I deal with. He's not the biological father, but he is her stepfather, aka bonus dad, bonus father, whatever you want to call anything bonus.
Bonus? Am I a bonus, Cece?
Sure.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't like bonus, but they say bonus. I don't say bonus. But yeah, this is her amazing father.
I'm the father.
Exactly. So we don't do the word step, bonus, and all this extra. We just say mom and dad.
Yes.
And so I do want to address the elephant sometimes that be in the room when it pertains to that portion, like the mom and dad situation.
Yes.
So in the beginning, when she was younger, she was calling her stepmother mom. And in the beginning, it was very hurtful. And I didn't like it. And, you know, I told her dad I didn't like it because she had mentioned that she said this. And, you know, I thought maybe he was going to correct it and, you know, and of course he didn't, but it was fine.
Yes.
I just was very upset about it, that's all. That's the only thing I can say. To make a long story short, what happened was we were literally put in a position where I had to grow up and grow out of it, you know, and I had to pray, and God had to speak to me, and he was like, look at it this way. She washes her clothes. I said, yeah. He said, you wash her clothes. I said, yeah. He was like, she combs her hair. I was like, yeah. He was like, but don't you comb her hair? I was like, yeah, I comb her hair. And he was like, don't you make sure she eats? I was like, yeah. So God just began to go down the list with me about all the things that I do, to come to find out she was doing the same thing. And then he was like, so how come she can't be her mom?
Wow.
So when God got a hold of me and checked me in that area, guess what I did? I got over the fact that she calls her stepmother mom. And we just do the same things in two different houses. Now, if she wasn't doing the right thing, then of course you would have a problem with it. But she was doing the right thing, so why have a problem with it? And I know for some people who would probably try to justify this thing as it's the principle, it's the principle, it's the principle. And one thing we have to understand as parents, we love our children, and loving our kids sometimes can make us isolate them when they don't want to be isolated, by making them call you just mom, call you just dad. And I had to learn too that spiritual moms, spiritual dads are created. We say it takes a village to raise children, and when people are trying to help you raise your children, then you get mad when they put a title on them. But they're imparting into them just like a mom would. They're imparting into them like a father would. So why not call them mom? Why not call them dad? You know, those type of things. So yeah, I just, you know, because I can feel that sometimes people get upset, like, why is she calling her stepmom mom? Well, if she's doing everything that I would do, why isn't she calling her mom? You know, vice versa, same thing for you. She calls you dad, you know, because why? You do everything that a dad is doing, and her dad does.
Yes.
Sometimes more. So why not? So just wanted to address that.
Absolutely. So I just wanted to ask, definitely ask Cierra a few questions here, because there are a lot of children who are in your predicament that are living in split homes. And actually I have a co-worker, actually she's my supervisor, who her daughter lives with her father majority full-time, and she comes visits her on the weekend. It was her daughter's decision to stay with her father for whatever reason the case may be. But I just found out this past week, I don't know if I got a chance to tell you this, but she said that her daughter calls her every single morning as she's going to school. I was like, wow, that sounds like a...
That sounds like a Cierra J. Yeah.
Yes. And so for many of the young people out there that may be in a blended family like yourself, what are some of the things that you can tell them that can help them to, I don't know, give them some encouragement, or something that you may have realized that maybe you needed to change because you're in this family dynamic? So can you shed a little light on that?
I mean, I don't know. It's definitely kind of difficult sometimes, especially depending on situations. The best I can say really is trust in God, definitely, and don't be afraid, I guess. Some people, I know sometimes I felt afraid to speak out or say some things because I didn't want one side to feel this way, another side to feel that way, or I didn't want people's feelings to get hurt, so I would make decisions based on how everybody else would feel, and I would forget about myself. So I would say focus on yourself, and you can think about others, but in this situation, it's kind of hard to think about every single feeling, and sometimes people can get their feelings hurt. People can feel happy, people can feel sad, people can feel frustrated. At the end of the day, it's about you, because you are the child. It's not your fault, and it wasn't your decision. It happened. It's nobody's fault that it happened. It just happened, and the best you could do is just work with you and work with the people around you the best you can.
So now in your situation, it just so happened that your mother and father were split up they were already split up as you grew up. So, you spent half the time here and half the time there, so, but we have some people who are teenagers or they're young kids that may be watching, and maybe their parents just got a divorce and they're split. You said something that's very important just a little earlier, is that, it's not your fault that what's happening in your family dynamic, because something that I believe that a lot of kids suffer with is that they feel like that maybe if I did something better or did something different, that they wouldn't have, done such. So,
it's kind of hard for me to say because I didn't have to deal with that. I know that people who have to experience it and actually remember it, because obviously I don't remember it, but people who have actually remember it, have it in their memory, it's going to be kind of different because I don't really know that. I was just born into that. Well, not born into it, but that's...
Yeah, you were already in it
Yeah.
like growing up. So, you know, this is my take on, not to cut you off, but I just want to share this portion. Like, this is my take on how your father and I saw it, as we felt like because we would do better as friends and co-parenting, because we could not see eye to eye on things. And when you can't see eye to eye on something, instead of bringing your children into an environment where they're going to see a lot of fussing and arguing and fighting, instead of bringing them into that, sometimes it's good to just say, hey, maybe you go your way, I'll go mine, and let's just raise the children like we need to in a really good home on both sides of the tracks.
Yes.
And that they never see division, even though we're in two different places. They always see a united front. They always see, well, what did your father say? Well, my dad said no, but then that's what it is. You know what I mean? Or if dad said no, let me sit down and talk to dad and find out why he's saying no. So we can get a clear understanding, so we can explain it to you a little bit better.
Yes.
You know, so one thing, even like tonight, talking to her dad, you know, and the plans were to do X, Y, Z.
Right.
But then the plans changed.
Right.
Okay, I reached out to him, you know, and we talked to get a clear understanding. And I didn't take it upon myself to say, well, I'm her mother and I'm going to do this.
Right.
That's the wrong approach. You know, because at the end of the day, our job is to make sure she's happy.
Yes.
But we also have to make sure that we compromise with her, but not to the point where we're overly compromising, that we're putting stress on ourselves too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Well, my next question is going to be for our prophetess. Yes.
Oh Lord, y'all see these curls? They showing off. I got to tighten my curls up, y'all. Tighten this wig up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just joking. Y'all know me. I like to enjoy and have fun when I'm doing these little things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because they can be so formal and stressful.
Formal and stressful, yes.
Yeah, because
Sometimes
you want to answer correctly, and you don't want it to, you know. And I try not to. My face says a lot of things. I don't mean no harm, but my face say a lot of things. I don't want to look like I'm annoyed when I'm not. So.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like that.
Yeah, put on that nice, lovely smile there.
Put a smile on my face.
Yes.
But yes, sir.
Yes. What do you believe is the most stressful thing, I guess, when it comes down to knowing that your daughter is in one place and you're in another place?
Well, for years, because Cierra has never had to experience living in one place. She's always been, I mean, her father and I split when she was 6 months, maybe a little bit before then. And she never experienced just living in one home. So she was so used to 1 week with her dad, next week with me. We flip-flop weeks, so nobody felt like they were being excluded and denied the ability to be able to be there for her. So this went on for many, many years. It was not until she was 14 when we, which is 2 years ago, because she's 16 now, where we decided to put her in one home. I'm not gonna lie, that was the most painful, stressful, hurtful, scary thing I have ever experienced, because God was calling us to a higher standard with ministry, and he was pushing us to leave the area of New Jersey. We were living in New Jersey. We had a beautiful home, backyard, pool, you know, all those things, all the things that you would give your children. So a part of me was like, oh, I know she gonna come stay with me. I provide all this, you know, to get my feelings hurt, and for her to come out and say, Mom, I love you. I want to be with you, but here go that but word, you know. I would like to finish high school here in Philadelphia. I would like to be around my friends. And most of all, I want to develop the relationship that I have with you. I do want to develop it with my father. When she said that I don't think y'all really understand, and I'm being very, very transparent. And I do believe one of the reasons why they like us, people like us, is because we're very transparent. Okay,
Absolutely.
I tell you how it is, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and I'm not gonna lie. I was telling somebody today. I said, you know, you may not want to hear this. I said, but for many years, sharing my mom and my dad. So this all ties in together. Sharing my parents with people was the most scariest thing ever. It has been so I felt like Cierra, even though my parents were both in the same home, never been divorced, was in love, still in love. Even though my father's passed on, God rest his soul, my mother still genuinely loves my father.
Absolutely.
You know, but it was like my mom and my dad are here in the house with us, but then come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going into Monday, okay? So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so that's 4 days. Okay, possibly Tuesday they're coming back to mom, Wednesday, and then here comes Thursday. Don't let it be the summertime. Summertime, we was here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning. So only having my mom and my dad to myself for 2 days, that was scary. That was so hurtful. And you know, and sometimes church family members feel like, oh, that's normal. They chose to do that. That was an oath and promise to God. I don't want to hear that. That's my mom. That's my dad. I just want my mom. I just want my dad. You know, and I had to remember how I felt with sharing my parents with church folks. Okay, I didn't really have my mom and my dad totally to myself. They were there for us, don't get me wrong. They love us and they were there. But it was like they were there, but they also know that this person, that person, this child, then the children of the church calling your mom and dad mom, and they gotta be mom and dad to them. It was just like, I'm sharing my mom and my dad with everybody. And where do I fit in? And when Cierra came to me and said, Mom, can you please accept the fact that I really do want to go spend time with my dad, because I have to develop a relationship with him like I have with you. It crushed me to my heart, but I had to accept it because, you know, I knew how I felt with my parents.
Yes.
My parents, they love helping the church. They love it. Now, I will say now that me and my mom have are on a totally different page.
Yes.
Totally different page. We're actually writing our own book again. And I'm not physically writing a book, but just physically writing. Spiritually, just writing a book of bringing back the love. And we're actually just being mother and daughter. And I think that, I hope I answered your question, but it feels good to just have my mom, because that's all I want.
Yes.
I don't want Pastor Hazel, Evangelist Hazel, Prophet Hazel. I don't care who that, whatever them titles that they're giving her now. I don't want to hear none of that. I just want my mom. Her name is Hazel Rebecca Patrick. That's who I want.
Yes.
And my mom wants her daughter, Nydetra Dawn Patrick Young. You know, that's who she wants. She don't want nobody else. So that international prophet, that, that goes out the window. When me and her talk on the phone, it's, hey girl, how you doing, girl? Oh my God, girl, let me tell you what happened. Mommy, let me share this with you. You know, so that's what I love. And I know that that's what you are doing now with your dad. You're like, y'all talking more and you're spending time. And I asked you, like, you spend time with your dad? You were like, he was working a lot this week, but he promised he was going to take me out or whatever. And I'm glad you're getting that, Cierra. You know, it did hurt me in the beginning because I wanted you with me. I just wanted you with me because you're my baby. And you were the best part of me. I just want to share that with you. Because
grab the tissue.
I went through a lot when I was pregnant with her. And I was depressed, no press. And I used to sit up all night long and I just would rock back and forth. And at the time, your dad and I did not know what the word depression meant. We didn't even think about the word depression. And your dad didn't know what I was going through, and he didn't know how to help me. And that was one of the reasons, you know, why we also had to go our own separate ways, is because he did not know how to help me, and I did not know how to help him. But when I had you, it was like something clicked inside of me. It was like something clicked. And I felt like I really did have something to live for.
Wow.
I really felt like I got a second chance to live.
Wow.
And just knowing that Cierra was, I had to do whatever I had to do to take care of Cierra. And working side jobs and working under the table. Working those little jobs and making $200 a week. And I'm very grateful for my mom and my dad and the church family. I'm so grateful for them because they really did surround me when it pertained to Cierra. And even to this day, thank you. Even to this day, being here at the church, at Evangel Temple, the people surrounded me with Cierra. They surrounded us. They supported, they loved. And to this day, when she walks in the door, Cierra is everybody's golden child. She's everybody's like poster kid, okay? And I'm very grateful for that. Everybody here at Evangel Temple, even Doug and Danielle and Brian and Madeline, and those people, those 4 people really, they really love Cierra. And Brother Doug and Danielle, Doug never had a daughter before, so it was like, he didn't know, he handled Cierra with kitten gloves. Kitten gloves. He was like, my little precious little angel, you know. But I'm so grateful to God that I had a very large surrounding and following to help me raise her. And she's such a beautiful kid. I'm proud. Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't want to ramble.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And you know, one of the things I want to say, and then we can probably talk about a little bit something lighter. But
yeah, because I try not to get too teary-eyed when we talk about this.
Yes. So by me stepping in as the stepfather, stepdad, daddy, you know, one of my main things is that I believe in building, at least trying to build with a child. By me being a youth pastor, and I knew it was important to connect with the child, connect with these kids. And then when I became a foster parent, you know, I got a chance to do every single day life with children. So I don't have any children of my own, but I've raised enough of them to be able
Some
to.
boys, man.
Lord have mercy. And so I wanted to make sure I be that godly example of father figure, you know, a man, you know, and things of that nature. And I never once asked Sierra to call me dad, but I'll never forget the minute she wrote me a letter, and I was like, oh. We was living in Hamilton. That was amazing. So, you know, one of my earnest prayers is that that I do continue, or at least try to be that father figure, that godly figure, to be able to help, you know, shape your world, or be able to help shape your mindset into being, you know, the person who God is really calling you to be, and so that you know that you have a hope, a destiny, a future, you know, something bigger, brighter in your life. So that was just my earnest prayer for you, is that you know, that I've been able to do that for you by me stepping into your life at what, how old? 8? 9?
You're like 8 years old.
Yeah.
8 years old?
I was in 4th grade.
In 4th grade? Yes. And so me and Sierra, we play a lot. We play a lot. And so, because Sierra is quiet, this is actually, I probably have to turn up the volume when she speaks, but this is actually her talking louder than what she used to talk. So what I would do to get her to speak a little bit more or a little bit louder, I would argue with her. And
I never realized that till now.
that was the whole reason. It was something that would jar her, and she'll just be like, "You just don't know who that, and I bet you, and
Don't think that she can't.
It was all a game to get her to raise her voice, talk a little bit louder, and then Prophetess over here be like, "Y'all are embarrassing. Don't be doing that while we out in public." I would do it in public. I would do it in private and in public. And because I wanted her to be able to get a chance to express herself, you know, a little bit more, you know, because she's, I feel like, now Siri can correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like that I'm using the word proud because it's the only word I can think of, number one, but number two, not in a negative way, but I believe that you pride yourself on make sure I am the good kid.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is that true or not?
Yeah, I guess. I feel like growing up in the church, surrounded by all these kids, they have their own thing going on. I guess I was quiet, and then I just took that with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what are some of the things that you believe that you're looking to do? Because, I mean, you're in 11th grade now? Oh, Lord.
She made me, I wanted to leap. My spirit wanted to leap out. She spoke today and she said, because we were family and they were asking about college and stuff like that. And, you know, I was talking to her, we've been talking to her about college.
Yeah, we've been talking to her about college for the past 2 years now. But
yeah, but we really got on her like at the top of the year. Like we've been on her between the latter part of last year and into this year.
Mm-hmm.
And when you told me today, first of all, when you told your cousins that you were going to Valor Christian College, and they told me what you said, and then when we got in the car, we were laughing about it, and you were like, "Yo, I am telling everybody that I'm going to Valor Christian College," and if my feet weren't hurting so bad from them daggone heels I had on today, trying to be a rock star,
yes,
I would have ran down the street. And she was like, "And I told my dad." When she said that, I literally wanted to jump out of my skin because it was like, God, she spoke
Yes.
You said y'all. I'm gonna try not to get preachy on you, but let me tell y'all, mothers and fathers, something. Your kids, it may seem like they're not listening to you.
Come on.
Your children may not be walking in obedience.
Come on.
Your children may be doing the total opposite of what God called them to do.
Come on.
But you keep talking to them.
Yes.
You keep praying.
Yes.
Eventually,
Yes.
they gonna speak
Come on.
the prayer and they gonna put it into action.
Come on.
And they gonna tell everybody that's around them that's doing the total opposite what they finna do.
Come on.
Out of the clear blue sky. Because see, we had our own language.
Come on.
We have our own language
Yes.
in our house. And we have our own language when we come out and we start speaking about certain things. We got
Yes.
our own language.
Yes.
And we were in our own language one night and we were saying ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Never tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. That's what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Okay, so we was doing that thing.
Mhm.
Never tell the left hand what the right hand is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, when you spoke that out today, that blew my mind.
Yes.
And if I wasn't proud about anything you have done, I was so proud of you today, just to hear it.
Yes.
Because that was your step into boldness. Because my daughter is bold, but she's quiet bold.
Yes.
And just
Until you push them buttons.
until you push
Until
buttons.
you push them buttons.
But I just wanted to say thank you, Cierra, for just. And you was like, and I said, ba da 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 da. I almost ran. And that was my very good thing. That was my good news I needed to hear today.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So praise God. So we know that we're going to prepare her for Valor Christian College. Just in case you're watching, we're going to be there March
going there.
1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Yes, she's
We're
going
going to be
harvest.
there. Yes, she is. She is going. Awesome. So she won't be able to attend in March. So we'll make sure that usually doing it September, October again.
Yes.
We're trying to make sure we get you
I
to.
can count as my. I'll take lead.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
and-
because we don't do the left hand yet. You don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Go ahead, bye, shut up.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So we are going to make sure that she gets set up for that. But if you want to join us March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in Columbus, Ohio,
Yes.
please let us know. Reach out to us because we're going to have a awesome time there. Man, but outside of going to Valor Christian College, you know why you're going to Valor Christian College, but what is your ultimate dream? What's your ultimate goal? What's the thing that you want to do, that you see yourself,
Come on.
doing?
Music, anything music really. Singing,
Mm-hmm.
dancing. That's not really music, but it's like performing arts.
Of course.
So singing, dancing, producing music, writing music. I like write poems and like stuff like that, little things.
You write short stories too.
Sure.
You wrote
She's written one. No, you written one or two?
one.
One, okay.
Yes, and we turned it into a cartoon for Christmas one year for her.
Yes.
Yeah, but I like writing, so poems and like producing music. I like doing that. I've taken AP theory, so I'm really good at reading music and like understanding.
AP theory?
No, music theory. Did I say AP theory?
Yes, you did.
Music
But
theory.
I knew that you meant music theory.
Yeah. Sorry.
But you started taking music theory already?
I've taken it already.
Oh, well, she on her way then. Oh yeah, when you get to Valor.
Yeah, I know how to read sheet music. I know how to play the piano. I know how to play the guitar. I'm learning like how to better my guitar skills. I know how to play piano since I was like a little kid. Playing guitar, singing, dancing since I was a little kid. Music, producing, writing, just anything music related.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. And I speak this prophetically over you, that Valor Christian College is going to awaken
Yes.
and really shake up the anointed gift that you have to do all those things and more.
Yes.
That you become a master of many.
Yes.
And a master of music, master of production, master of everything. And that God just awakens everything. And the Holy Ghost is really going to inspire you.
Yes.
So with the Holy Ghost awakening up that mastered side of you,
Yes.
you're going to become unstoppable.
Yes.
You're going to be on high demand, high alert.
Yes.
People are going to be asking for you. Like, you're going to be totally booked to the point where there's nothing that you don't have time for too much of anything.
Come on.
You're going to be so booked that you only going to have, Mom, I can come for Christmas, but I got to leave right out early the next morning because I have to produce a film. My God, from Zion, I see film. I see you directing.
You know, that's how David
movies.
Ferguson got into it. He started at the harvest.
That's it.
He started at the harvest. Yeah.
And you doing so many great things. And David Ferguson, which is the brother of
Apostle
Jonathan Ferguson, which
don't
is
mean to, I don't usually mean to name drop like that,
but
but
he's a friend of ours. But because we was with David Ferguson, we spent time in his house. He opened up his home to us.
And Apostle Ferguson saw me in Orlando.
And
I didn't think that he remembered me. He was like,
you play that piano.
he was like, ain't you? You're my brother's old roommate, right? He said, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I said, all right, I don't expect for you to remember my name,
Right.
but you remember the face. And I was like, Shane, he's like, yo, bye. So, yeah, I'm Dr. Wendell Lowe.
Listen,
now you already know that Uncle Lowe.
That's your uncle, because Uncle Wendell don't play with Sierra. You come here, come give Uncle Wendell a hug. You know, he loves. So all we're saying is, once Uncle Wendell gets you under his wing, Sierra and Pastor Parsley, Ashton Parsley,
Lord, I pray that she makes those connections. Like that.
listen, I speak this prophetically over you,
Yeah.
that these things shall happen to
Yes.
you, and that God shows you, he shows you that the greater side of heaven right here on earth.
Hey, listen, I really hope that you enjoyed today's message. Listen, I know that there was some laughing, there was some crying, there was some heart sharing, and that's what Love and Family Month is, that we get a chance to open up and share, about our life. And hopefully it blesses you. Put in the chat right now. Let me know if this blessed you. Hey, listen, I want to thank everybody who was tuning in and watching. I can't name everybody, but I know Sister Capricia and Minister Shalonda and David and Little David, Brother DeQuan and Minister Henry Jackson. Listen, those are the core of our ministry, along with many others, because there's people like you, people like my father, and people like many other people who will tune in and send us messages, Brother Willie and Elder Carlos and many others that just, man, your wife was preaching this and your daughter said this, and hey, listen, Pastor, you've been saying this. So we appreciate you guys. Hey, listen, as I was saying just a little bit earlier during the recording during the service, we are going to be in Columbus, Ohio for VIP weekend. Now, I do want to let you know, service is still be going on next week. But you don't want to miss March. I am announcing March as Miracle March. There's going to be some things that's going to happen in the month of March that God is going to open up doors for you. You do not want to miss next week's message. Miracle March starts next Sunday right here. One Touch Ministries. A few other things I want to be able to say is that make sure that, of course, catch us every night at midnight for Midnight Manna. Now, last week I did get a chance to go live. Maybe I'll go live again next month for another live Midnight Manna. That's been blessing you guys. Please let us know. But Midnight Manna is a time where me and my wife get a chance to share messages that we've preached throughout our ministry that's been recorded. Some of you probably have seen some of the broadcasts where we were on TV at one time on the Daily Gospel Network. As well as we get a chance to share some of the messages from Minister Henry. Midnight Manna. Don't want to miss it. Every single Thursday night is the Prophetic Sound with International Prophetess Nydetra. You don't want to miss it. There's always a fresh word, a fresh move, a fresh refreshing during the Prophetic Sound. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure you meet me Saturday night at 6 p.m. for Empowerment Night. You want to be strengthened, you want to be encouraged, come to these services Saturday night. The information right now is on the screen. I just want to let you know, thank you so much. But listen, this is the most important thing that I wanted to end out with, and it is this: your giving. Listen, the Bible says that when you give, that God will give back to you. I'm telling you, keep the pressed down, shaking together, and running over shall men give unto your bosom. God used men in the earth to be able to bless you. And I'm here to tell you that God wants to be able to send a blessing for you in this season. Now, March 31st, we are doing our Resurrection Seed Offering. Pastor Shannon, what is Resurrection Seed Offering? I'm so glad that you asked. Resurrection Seed Offering is the time that we are giving our best. Why are we giving our best? Because God gave his best. That is Easter Sunday morning. A lot of people call it Resurrection Sunday. But on that day, we want to give our best offering unto the Lord. And how we're able to do that is being able to, start now, start saving now, so that on Easter Sunday morning, Resurrection Sunday morning, that you're able to sow your resurrection seed offering. Now, there's been many testimonies of when you give your seed, that you give your best. And when I say give your best, so me and my wife, we are going to do 1 week's worth of income. Where we get paid at our job, we're going to sow 1 whole week of income. Maybe your faith isn't at 1 week. Now, this is above our regular tithe and offering. So you still give your tithes and offering. Tithe is 10% of your sanctified gross income. If you are not, what me and my wife, what we teach is that if you're not at 10% faith, start at 2%, start at 3%. Take whatever it is that you make in a week or in a month or in a year or, however you get paid at your job. Take that, times it by 0.10, and that's how much you should give when you get paid. I'm not at that level yet. Start at 2%. We have members in our church that started at 2%, and we see it increase slowly. And why do they increase it slowly? It's because they see the hand of God move in their life. It is absolutely true. God's hand moves in your life, in your giving. Again, you're not giving to the church. You're giving to the church. You're not giving to my wife, and you're not giving to myself. You are giving to the ministry in order for the ministry to flourish. So, hey, listen, it is offering time right now. And I want you, because we're getting ready to end the service right now, I want you to give your tithe and your offering, because God said that he's going to pour out blessings. You don't even have room enough to receive. The Bible teaches us that he will open up the windows of heaven. Don't have enough room enough to receive it. And that's the kind of blessings I want. When we pour water into a glass, and if it happens to spill over, we'll say we got to clean the mess up. But that's not the season that we're entering in. We're entering into a miracle March, and God is saying that I'm pouring out blessings in your jar, and it's going to overflow, overflow, overflow. What we call a mess, God calls it a blessing. Hey, listen, I don't want to preach no more because y'all done already heard the word. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys give on today for your miracle. Remember, this is a leap year. Only a few more days. And God is about to add something extra to your life. Because he said this is the year that you're going to leap into your destiny, leap into your promise, leap into those things. Okay, I'm trying not to preach, y'all. I'm trying. Thank you so much for tuning in to One Touch Ministries, where we believe in touching hearts and changing lives. I am Pastor Shannon Young, and signing off. And until next week, God bless you.